Wow, this is quite a case that the FBI is laying out here. Let's bring in former FBI Assistant Director Chris Swecker. He served more than 20 years as an FBI agent. He's also an attorney. Chris, I know we have you here to talk about the Swalwell case as well, but I wanted to get your reaction to this first. And just to review a couple of details here, she was a 35-year-old woman. She said by her own admission, as a child, she was waving the American flag. Then she converted to Islam 5 years ago, took the name Aisha Saif, and she said, praise be to Allah for September 11th. She took a formal oath of allegiance in the Islamic tradition. Your thoughts on this case, how it was handled, and the concerns that it raises about potentially other people?
Yeah, this case is right out of the ISIS playbook. It's to engage that fifth column in the United States, that sort of that underworld, undercover group, or I shouldn't say undercover, but just people that you wouldn't necessarily believe would be sympathizing with ISIS, and activate them. They harbor some sort of resentment, may have mental problems, etc. So the FBI did a nice piece of work here. They monitored some social media sites. She was spouting off about wanting to conduct an attack and pledging allegiance to ISIS. I will say it's not the most complex of investigations. This sort of follows a pattern of cases where somebody does spout off on the internet, or they reveal themselves on the internet or a social media site. Somebody tells the FBI about it, or the FBI learns firsthand. They quickly introduce an undercover agent, and in this case, up to three, one agent and a couple of confidential sources. And the government actually provided some funds to her and some instructions on how to build a bomb. So there was never any real danger of the attack because the FBI was on their toes and they rooted it out very early. But this is what we want the FBI to be doing. We want them to be proactive and preventative and conduct this type of intervention before anything bad happens, not after.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. She was, eating at a picnic table outside of the state capitol. She went inside, sat there for coffee to get a feel for the whole place. She was very methodical, actually, in her preparation for this. And what do you think about the DoorDash bomb? I mean, that's pretty scary because those packages get left on people's doorsteps, and we're all used to seeing them. They're everywhere.
Yeah, she was clearly motivated here, and the agents, undercover agent kind of followed her lead, and wherever she wanted to go with it, they sort of provided some things for her and let her go on and on. So this is an interesting case. I don't know that she had the capabilities to do what she needed to do because she actually solicited help from the undercover agent and the informants. But that's not to say, this person couldn't have been dangerous. As you mentioned, she could have tried to do this herself with a handgun, which she tried to procure from the agents. She could have figured out how to make a bomb in other ways, and I'm not going to talk about those ways. But this is the type of person that you could easily dismiss, before 9/11, but in this post 9/11 environment, in this highly, high-risk environment that we're in right now, the FBI is going to run every one of these things out, take it to the nth degree. And they used a unique statute here, which I've used in the past, the material support statute, which is a very broadly worded statute. If you provide a paperclip to a terrorist organization, you can get it indicted under it. So she's going to face some time here.
Yeah. She did a lot more than that, according to the way they've laid this out. So this is going to be interesting to watch. Chris, thank you. Stick around with us, if you will. We're going to talk about Eric Swalwell now, because clearly it's been a bad day for the former California congressman. And
be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.